we covered the entire movie. Is The Harder They Fall worth watching?
Yes. A fucking course.
Yes, it is.
Yes.
Worth watching.
More. I'm going to probably watch it again. Probably going to watch it again.
It was such an interesting take on the Western. Usually you get a bunch of white folk in the Western movies, you know, and it's all very stereotypical Western stuff. And this was not like similar situations, but the way they did it, the writing, the characters.
I thought it was good, man.
It was so good.
My fear when I first saw it was, and this is a dumb fear, but like it was all like black Western.
Yes.
I didn't want it to be about race.
Right. A blaxploitation type of movie.
About racism. So it's only there, honestly.
There a little bit here and there, but it's not really.
Only in two parts.
Yeah. Yeah.
The stage, I keep saying stagecoach.
The train robbery.
Yeah. When the guy comes out and says, "Nyeh."
Yeah, yeah.
Right? And that's the only inkling of race.
Right.
Right? In the whole scene.
Yeah.
And he don't get to finish the word because he gets killed.
Right.
Right? So you have no idea what he's going to say.
He was going to say nincompoop.
And then nincompoop. And then the second one is not even really racism. It's just, well, it is, but when she goes to the bank and asks for withdrawal.
Yeah, the white
bank, and they laugh at her.
And they laugh
but
at her.
They don't say anything like because you're black. You have to have an account here.
Right. They knew she didn't belong there.
Didn't have an account there.
You know, yeah. They would obviously know they hadn't seen her in that town before.
Yeah. So I love that about the movie because I was really afraid it's going to be like this whole like.
Yeah.
And that just
I was worried about that
just
too.
divides people, right?
Yes.
Now there's one more line in there. Marshall says it, you know, where they're talking about Rufus being the devil.
Oh yeah.
And Bass goes, "No, I've seen the devil, and he's white."
I forgot.
So that was
such a dope line, though.
Yeah,
you can't be mad at it. Like, and that's the thing. Like, if you
give it that time period,
yeah,
right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but again, I was just happy it wasn't like this whole like Jesus beat us with the head with like, you know what I mean?
Yes.
It was just a Western.
Yes, it was just a Western with much better dialogue than you're used to in a Western, and just the comedy and that sort of shit. Yeah, it was done really well. Yeah,
No, I liked it.
Yeah.
What was your score?
I gave The Harder They Fall 6.5.
Ooh,
out of 10.
Yeah, I went much higher than that.
Yeah,
I loved it.
Okay.
Yeah, 7.7.
Ooh,
yeah,
that's a good score.
Yeah. I liked it, man.
The only thing that held me back from it was a lot of the technical stuff with the lighting being kind of weird.
I forgave all that.
I did really like it.
Yeah, I liked it. Again, I did the sets looked like sets.
Yeah, that was the other thing about it. It was
I forget it early on. I was like, all right, I'm gonna forget that these city streets are way too fucking clean.
I couldn't let it go. And it was every time they were outside, the lighting and everything was beautiful. And every time they went inside, it was just super fake and super setty. But
yeah, I was in love with it. In love. Just again, like I love when the music.
The music was so good.
Plays a large part.
Oh,
too. Like
yeah.
The song selection for certain scenes was very intentional.
Yes. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
I like that about it. The lyrics were intentional.
Yes.
You know, with certain songs.
There was the song where they're all singing by the campfire when they're getting ready to while they're loading up all the guns, like all the people start singing, and it's funny because Wiley like doesn't know the words. He's like looking around like, what the fuck is going on? Yeah. So you have the high-end produced stuff, and then you've also got stuff where the people in the movie are singing. It was nice. It was really, really well done. Yeah,
this is good. It's a breath of fresh air for me. That's probably why I gave such a high score. It's like, man, I probably gave it such a high score because I wasn't expecting it to be like it that much.
Yeah,
up front, like I knew it was gonna be cool.
Yeah,
but I just like I loved the way it looked. I like the way it made me feel.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? When I was watching it, like with these characters, like, you know, just the lightheartedness of it, like the gang, I was like, man, I like the vibe of this movie.
Dude, man. The scene with the Crimson Hood gang in the very beginning of the movie was so good. I watched that scene like 3 or 4 times because the back and forth nature, the dialogue was so good. The acting was wonderful. I mean, it was just, it was like that through the whole movie.
Yeah. For full episodes, find us on your favorite podcast provider. Check us out on flicksworthwatching.com.